I would like the opportunity to share more about my uncle and what this hearing today means to our family and to our community. My uncle was incarcerated 42 years ago, before my sisters and I were born. Still, despite the significant restrictions on our ability to visit him and speak with him, he has been a constant and loving part of our lives. My family has deep roots in State College in Centre County. As the first Indian family in Happy Valley, my grandparents helped to build and bridge a vibrant community through Penn State, by offering cooking classes and working to establish a slow library. They worked and raised their 2 children here, and decades later, they remain committed to Centre County and to service work here, even after the unjust incarceration of Subu. Like my grandparents, Subu is a person who is deeply invested in community. He has worked his whole life to give back in the ways that he can. It is a testament to his character that so many of you are here today, despite the fact that many of you, like me, have only known him since he's been incarcerated. I speak with my uncle by phone every week for 15 minutes, which is the only time he's allotted. I look forward to those calls. I've never met anybody with such a love of learning and a wider range of interests. He's also a cornerstone of our family, keeping us updated on what's happening in our extended family and in our community. The one consistency in our conversations is his genuine interest in my opinions and my life, and I know that that is true for every person he builds a relationship with. At the same time, he's very humble about all of the amazing service work he has done while in prison, so I'd like to highlight some of his accomplishments for all of you. During the 42 years of his incarceration, Subu has managed to transcend the injustice that was done to him and focus his life on the welfare of others. When he was a young man, he designed a prison literacy program and won a federal curriculum to spearhead that, run a federal grant to spearhead that curriculum throughout Pennsylvania. He then spearheaded that program at SCI Huntington, where he is incarcerated, and now, more than 30 years later, that curriculum is still running today, that program. He organized and participated every year in a run-a-thon to benefit big brothers and big sisters. Believing strongly in the transformative power of education, he has mentored and taught hundreds of inmates to complete their educational degrees. Along the way, he also completed 3 university degrees of his own, including being the first person at SCI Huntington to complete a graduate degree despite lack of access to the internet or even libraries. The bottom line is that my uncle Subu has behaved like an innocent, upstanding member of our community, because that's exactly what he is. A victory for Subu would also be a victory for the integrity of the justice system, and perhaps the most fundamental principle of our justice system, which is the right to a fair trial. And that is what is on the line in this case.